Joanie Laurer, known to wrestling fans all over the world as Chyna, shined brightly on the WWE stage. But after she left the company, things sadly got very dark. Chyna's time in pro wrestling was shorter than you may think. According to Cage Match, her career started in 1995. She recalled in her autobiography that in less than a year, both the WWF and WCW were interested in her talents. She was destined to be a part of one of the biggest factions in wrestling history, either D-Generation X or the New World Order. She said WCW offered her a spot in the NWO directly. Deciding to join the WWF put her in DX alongside Shawn Michaels and Triple H, with the rest becoming history. From 1997 to 2001, Chyna broke multiple barriers and accomplished some impressive things in the WWF. She held the Women's Championship, was the first woman to participate in the Royal Rumble, and is the only woman to ever hold the Intercontinental Championship, doing so twice. By the end of 2001, she was out of the company, vacating the women's title along the way.
Those were the best days of my life, wonderful opportunities, and I'm very grateful for those days.
Wrestlers spend a lot of time on the road together, so it only makes sense that lots of them end up dating each other. One such backstage couple was Chyna and Triple H. Chyna's talent agent, Anthony Anzaldo, said in a 2020 Wrestling Inc. interview that Chyna discovered that Triple H was in a relationship with Stephanie McMahon, which he says led to a fight and her eventual dismissal from WWE.
Let's just say it was loud and there was issues and he apologized, and that was the last time they spoke.
Sean Waltman, known to fans as X-Pac, another member of DX, was also in a romantic relationship with Chyna in the years following her release from the WWF. Waltman told Stone Cold Steve Austin on an episode of The Steve Austin Show that Triple H tried to warn him about dating Chyna. He also discussed his and Chyna's controversial 2004 sex tape leak, saying it was a publicity stunt that he regretted and that hurt Chyna. After the release of Sean Waltman and Chyna's sex tape, Chyna would go on to be featured in 4 other adult films, with her last one in 2012. In a 2011 interview with the Baltimore Sun, she said, "I just felt mentally that I wanted to experience it, to cross that barrier and see what it was like. I've always taken risks and been a pioneer at different things and experiences. I knew the production company Vivid, and I knew that they had the most beautiful women and the hottest guys, and that they were a well-known company and a reputable company. So I decided to go for it, and it turned out to be a great experience. Vivid was incredibly professional." On an episode of The Steve Austin Show, Triple H spoke about Chyna's career in adult films being a reason why she has not been inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame on her own. Chyna struggled with addiction for years, and many of her personal struggles happened in the public eye. She was a cast member on the first season of VH1's Celebrity Rehab in 2008, with alcohol listed as her addiction. After some hesitations to admit she was an addict, she finally opened up.
I would like to go out and try to tackle life without drinking and drugging, adding to those issues.
Unfortunately, TMZ reported that in December of the year her Celebrity Rehab season aired, Laurer was hospitalized for a mix of alcohol and pills. In November 2015, TMZ reported that Chyna was booked for public intoxication after police found her outside her apartment building. A 2017 Vice article chronicled Chyna's last days, featuring interviews with multiple people close to her. Eric Angra, one of the documentarians behind Vice Versa Chyna, became concerned for her well-being in the fall of 2015. He reached out to Sean Waltman to seek help for Chyna, and Waltman spoke with Triple H. In October of that year, WWE agreed to pay for her rehab, but Anzaldo turned it down on her behalf because, he said, she was very paranoid about the WWE. The Vice article alleges that Anzaldo delayed getting Chyna help because he was negotiating a deal for her to appear on the reality show Intervention. On April 20th, 2016, Laurer was found dead in her home at the age of 46. Multiple outlets reported that her death was an accidental overdose of alcohol and prescription drugs. According to the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office's autopsy report, Laurer had traces of painkillers oxycodone and oxymorphone in her system, as well as Valium, which is used to treat anxiety, and nordiazepam, a muscle relaxer. Alcohol was also mentioned in the report. Her body was found by her manager, Anthony Anzaldo, who said Chyna died on April 17th. He found her 3 days later after not being able to contact her. Emergency medical responders pronounced her dead on the scene. Anzaldo told E! News that Chyna would self-medicate with alcohol and the prescribed medication that led to her death. After her death in 2016, Chyna's brain was donated for research on chronic traumatic encephalopathy, or CTE, a condition that continues to be at the center of many discussions about the health of professional athletes, including pro wrestlers. Former WWE star Chris Nowinski is the co-founder of the Concussion Legacy Foundation and one of the foremost names in CTE research. After her death, Chyna's manager Anthony Anzaldo revealed that her brain would be donated for the research. He told the New York Daily News, "We want to donate her brain. We want to know what made Chyna tick." Chyna's place in WWE history is still a hotly debated topic. As of the fall of 2023, Chyna has been inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame as a member of D-Generation X, but not on her own. She's also rarely mentioned in programming in spite of her numerous historic feats in the promotion. On an episode of Busted Open Radio, Sean Waltman talked about Chyna's 2019 induction as a member of DX, saying, "Joanie and I, it was a very tumultuous and incredibly unhealthy relationship, but we loved each other. It brought back all the good memories."
It would be so nice if she was still around for this.
Fans continue to push for Chyna to be added to the Hall of Fame as an individual to recognize her contributions to professional wrestling. There are quite a few performers who are considered pioneers in women's wrestling, and Chyna is among them. Multiple champions across multiple promotions have named her as an inspiration. Gail Kim, Dana Brooke, and Athena all took to social media after Chyna's 2016 death to tell the world that she gave them the confidence to pursue wrestling careers. Not only did Chyna inspire numerous women, but she was also a big part of the success of many men she worked with as well. She was a key part of DX and helped each member rise up in the ranks of the WWE. Her time with Eddie Guerrero helped him become a bigger star as well. So while the WWE itself may not mention Chyna all that often, her reputation among fans and peers remains strong.